Today we are diving into one of the most controversial, under the radar, and potentially explosive corners of crypto, privacy coins. Welcome to Journey TV, where we simplify the world of digital finance so everyone and anyone can understand the next wave of innovation, no matter your experience level. With governments tightening surveillance, regulations ramping up, and blockchain analytics becoming more advanced than ever before, the ability to transact privately is quickly shifting from a niche use case to a full-blown absolute necessity. And the best part, the market hasn't even priced it in yet. So why does this matter? Because blockchains are public by default. Every single transaction on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and most other major chains is fully traceable. And that might sound fine for right now, but imagine a future where your crypto wallet is as exposed as your browser history. It'd be visible to your employer, the government, advertisers, or anyone else with the tools to dig. Privacy coins step in to solve all of that. They offer users financial freedom, protection from surveillance, and fungibility, meaning one token is truly equal to another without any tainted transaction history attached. And here's the kicker. Privacy in crypto isn't just a fringe ideology anymore. It is becoming a mainstream concern, not just a thought. As CBDCs roll out and digital ID systems continue to expand, users everywhere are waking up to how exposed everyone truly is. And that's why privacy coins are quietly gaining traction again, and why they might be one of the most asymmetric opportunities in crypto today. If this narrative heats up in the next bull run, bet it, the upside could be massive. So buckle up. We're about to explore why privacy may be your easiest 10x that no one's talking about. Monero, the OG privacy coin, and its recent price spike. If we're going to talk about privacy coins, there's no better place to start than the one and only Monero. Known as XMR, the original, the heavyweight, the one that's been doing it right for nearly a decade. 10 years strong. Monero isn't just another altcoin with a privacy feature tacked on. It's privacy. It's baked in to its DNA. Every Monero transaction is private by default. It uses technologies like stealth addresses, ring signatures, and confidential transactions to help ensure that sender, receiver, and transaction amounts are all completely shielded from the public blockchain. And in a world where financial surveillance is only getting much more aggressive, that level of built-in privacy, it's becoming much more valuable by the second. Why does this matter right now? Well, because Monero has recently seen a major price spike, just as regulatory pressure is ramping up globally. With governments everywhere targeting self-custody, know your customer, free trading, and anonymous transactions, Monero is suddenly looking like one of the best and one of the last strongholds for financial freedom. The recent rally isn't just about charts. It's about a growing awareness that privacy isn't optional anymore. It is essential. Monero has no central team, no Premium, no flashy marketing, just pure cryptographic integrity. You remember that stuff? And you start to see why this coin has lasted longer than almost every other privacy-focused project, for good reason. So what should listeners be doing right now? First, take some time to understand that Monero is still wildly underpriced if privacy becomes a dominant narrative. It has real tech, real adoption, and a dev team that can't stop, won't stop, and keeps pushing out upgrades with zero hype. If you're building a diversified crypto portfolio and you don't have at least some exposure to Monero or the privacy sector more broadly, please do so, because you might be sleeping on one of the most important hedges in this space. The market is starting to wake up, and you probably should too. Cardano's Midnight, a new take on privacy and the airdrop opportunity. While Monero might be the king of privacy coins, there's a new contender rising quietly out of the Cardano ecosystem, and it's called Midnight. Built as a dedicated privacy-focused sidechain to Cardano, Midnight aims to offer developers and users confidential smart contracts, selective data disclosure, and regulatory-friendly privacy infrastructure that still respects individual freedom. It's not just about hiding transactions. It's about building next-gen privacy tools for businesses, DAOs, and DeFi that need to keep certain data off the public chain. And with the Cardano Foundation behind it, Midnight has serious technical firepower and the community backing to make it happen. Why is this such a big deal? Well, because most layer 1s are trying to bolt privacy onto public ledgers, but Midnight is starting with privacy at the foundation, just like Monero did, but far more programmability and developer tooling. It bridges the gap between privacy maximalism and real-world use cases. And here's where things start to get even more spicy. There is a token airdrop coming. One more time, there is a token airdrop coming. And who's ever held or utilized ADA, they may be eligible for the upcoming Dust token, which powers the Midnight network. And that's not just a technical upgrade. It's free money with potential long-term upside tied directly to Cardano's growing infrastructure. So what do you need to do right now? First off, you keep tabs on the official airdrop announcements and make sure that your ADA is in a wallet that you control if you're looking to qualify. Second, you understand that Cardano's approach to privacy is more than just reactionary. It is in fact strategic. If Midnight gains traction, it could put Cardano at the center of the regulated privacy conversation, which is something that no other chain is positioned to do right now. In a future where governments demand compliance and users demand privacy, Midnight, it might be the balancing act that the industry has quietly and patiently been waiting for. Ethereum's privacy push. Mainstream crypto joins the fight. When people think of privacy in crypto, Ethereum probably isn't the first name that comes to mind, but that's starting to change. Over the past year, Ethereum developers and researchers alike have all been working quietly on native privacy features that could fundamentally reshape how users everywhere interact with the network. Vitalik Buterin himself has published multiple blog posts and research papers emphasizing the need for stealth addresses, zero-knowledge proofs, and private by default wallets. The goal? To allow Ethereum users to send and receive assets without broadcasting their activity to the world, while still preserving optional transparency for regulated use cases. So maybe you're asking, why does this exactly matter? That would be because Ethereum is the largest smart contract ecosystem on the planet. And if Ethereum successfully integrates scalable native privacy features, well, it won't just improve the network, it will normalize privacy across the entire crypto space. It also happens to open up the door for new kinds of dApps like private DAOs, encrypted messaging, anonymous voting, and stealth NFT marketplaces to emerge at scale. And most importantly, it means that privacy won't be something niche or fringe anymore. It'll be something built into the default user experience on the world's most utilized blockchain. So what should you take away from this? If you are bullish on privacy, do not sleep on Ethereum's role in that movement. While Monero and Midnight lead the charge on native privacy chains, Ethereum is quietly becoming the Trojan horse, bringing privacy tools to the mainstream through familiar apps and infrastructure. Start watching developments around zkEVMs, account abstraction, and stealth address rollouts, because when Ethereum moves, the rest of the market tends to follow. And if they pull this off, it could make privacy tokens even more relevant, not less. A brief history of privacy coins and where the sector is going next. To understand where privacy coins are headed, it helps to take a quick look at where they have been. Privacy has always been a foundational principle in crypto. Bitcoin itself was born out of a desire for peer-to-peer censorship-resistant money. But as blockchains became more transparent, the need for true financial privacy, it led to the rise of dedicated privacy coins. Projects like Dash, Zcash, and Monero all emerged in the mid-2010s, each offering different levels of anonymity and the good old encryption. Monero became the standout, focusing on full transaction privacy by default. Others like Zcash, they allowed selective disclosure, while projects like Verge and Pirate Chain, they pushed niche features but failed to maintain long-term traction, and that is a big deal. But here's where the pattern begins to shift. Most of these early privacy coins were years ahead of their time. The market did not fully understand their true value until right now. While regulators are cracking down and surveillance firms everywhere are analyzing wallets, and centralized platforms are enforcing stricter know your customer rules, the demand for privacy sovereign transactions is finally catching up to the tech. You combine that with advancements in zero-knowledge proofs, stealth technology, and layer 2 innovation, and suddenly privacy isn't just possible, it's becoming practical, scalable, and ready for mass adoption. So what's next? We're entering a new era where privacy is no longer the enemy of compliance, and where user demand is finally aligning with privacy tech maturity. Whether it's Monero maintaining its role as the standard, new chains like Midnight introducing selective disclosure, or Ethereum embedding privacy tools directly into its stack, the sector is evolving and fast. If you're building a future-proof crypto portfolio, privacy coins, they definitely deserve a very serious look. Because as digital IDs, CBDCs, and surveillance tech ramp up, the ability to transact freely might soon become the most valuable asset that you can hold. Final thoughts and what to watch next. So what's the verdict? Privacy coins may not be the hottest narrative on crypto X or Twitter right now, but that's exactly why they deserve your attention. The time to buy something is not when everyone else wants to buy it. And Monero is currently waking up. Cardano is building a next-gen privacy chain with an airdrop on the way. Ethereum is rolling out stealth features right behind the scenes. And the broader market, well, it's still asleep at the wheel. But here's the thing. Every single cycle has its dark horse narrative. Nobody likes it. And privacy is lining up to be one of the biggest comeback stories in the next bull run. The benefits are becoming clearer every single day. Personal freedom, censorship resistant, true fungibility, and soon, regulatory friendly privacy tools that actually scale. Sounds good, right? As governments everywhere continue to push harder for control, users will inevitably, naturally start pushing right back. And when that happens, the coins and protocols that protect individual sovereignty, well, they're going to explode in relevance and demand. And this sector, it has a long track record, a growing list of real use cases, and a new generation of tech that's starting to roll out. And if you're not paying attention right now, you may be late when the rest of the market finally catches up. So what should you be doing right now? First, you take some time to look into Monero, track that Midnight airdrop, stay on top of Ethereum's stealth address developments, and do not dismiss privacy coins just just because they haven't been trending. The biggest opportunities in crypto often come from the narratives people aren't watching until it's too late. If you found value in today's episode, smash that like button, subscribe to Journey TV, and ring that notification bell so you never miss the next big narrative shift. Got a favorite privacy coin that we didn't cover? Please drop it in the comments below, and we would love to know what you're watching. Thanks for tuning in, and do remember, in a world where everything is being tracked, privacy is the ultimate alpha. We will see you in the next one.